Hey, this is Steve Caballero, and this is my Pro-Tec Profile. I now live in Carlsbad, California. Born and raised in San Jose, California my whole life for 50 years, and now I decided to spend the rest of my life down here and basically be where the action is. There's a lot of parks around here. Got Tony Hawk's Ramp right down the street, Algo Norte, Encinitas Skate Park just opened up. We got Buc-ee's, we got Bob Burnquist. I mean, there's so much stuff to skate around here. Hi, kids! And take care of my kids. My kids just got here. First setup I'm going to talk about is my vert bowl setup. This is my signature model from Peralta. One of my original graphics, the skull and propeller, that came out just for a short period, like 1980, and then we did the dragon right afterwards. So this one actually never really came out. It was kind of like a prototype, and we decided to kind of just do a revamp of it. So we got the artist at Peralta to redraw it and kind of make it more modernized, and a shape to it. Kind of comes inside on the tail, comes in the nose, so it's got like a unique shape to it. It's got mob grip. They did a collaboration with Star Wars, so hence the Darth Vader on the grip tape. I use Random's hardware. Kind of hit in, and all you need to use is a wrench to tighten down your bolts. So it makes it really handy. The bolts never come loose. I ride these thin rib PAL rails made in the 80s, which you can't really get anymore. So I'm kind of using the last supply of them. For bearings, I use Bone Swiss bearings. Definitely best bearings on the market. Last the longest, super fast. And to top it off with the Bones bearings, I have my signature wheel from Peralta. It's got one of my old Dragon graphics from the 80s, and they come in two sizes, 58 millimeter and 60. And currently right now I'm using the 58. I use the soft core bushings. I replaced the independent bushings and put the PAL soft core bushings. They're made out of urethane, so they have a really good rebound to them. So this is my current vert bowl setup that I use. It's got the same nose, same tail length. I think it's got about 15.25 inch wheelbase. Not really quite sure what the length of it is. And then we move over to my street model, which is actually not really out yet. This is kind of a prototype. It's more of a popsicle stick with the Star Wars collaboration. Independent trucks, a little shorter than the vert board. The reason why I ride rails is because I like to do like board slides and really long slides that don't really get caught up on the board, and it's always got a perfect slide to it. So I'm just been riding rails since the 80s, so I just never stop. No riser pads. I want the board to be a little bit more lower to the ground. And my signature Caballero wheel from Peralta. And these are 54. I think these wheels come in a 54 and a 56 millimeter. So obviously a little smaller wheel for street to help, keep it low. Good for flip tricks. And this is my street board. And this is my vert board. As for helmets go, I use a Pro-Tec signature, Caballero signature helmet. Was personally pinstriped for me from famous Japanese pinstripe artist named Mr. G. He now has pinstriped 3 helmets for me. And every year he comes over to the States, grabs a helmet and does a new style on it. Yeah, it just kind of adds a little bit more flavor to the helmet, instead of just the little signature logo. This is an old Peralta logo based off one of my first graphics from the 1980s. My friend Mr. G from Japan, famous pinstriper, did up a little style on it. Well, what I like about this helmet is the fact that it has a liner on the inside to help keep the sweat in, because I sweat a lot and there's always sweat dripping down. So this little liner in here, which is actually removable, you just throw it in the washer. If you want to really catch up what's going on with me, just, you can follow me on @CVCab on Instagram and on Facebook as well. And I post, a lot of things that I'm doing, things where I'm skating, places I'm skating, or what kind of artwork I'm doing, or if I'm going to go dirt bike riding or whatnot, So if you want to follow my life, it's out there on social media. I know.